Hey everybody, welcome back to another guitar lesson. My name is Lauren and this is 101 Guitar Lessons. Today we are going to learn the blues shuffle, okay? The open blues shuffle. It's a really great thing to have under your fingers when you're first starting to learn to play the guitar, and if you want to jam with anybody or along to some jam tracks, it's a cool thing to know. So, let's get right in. But before we do, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. You don't want to miss this content. We're putting out lessons several times a week, every single week. I hope you dig it. And yeah, leave a comment if you have a request or have any questions. Let's jump right into the blues shuffle. Let's play it in the key of A. All right, so first finger is going to go on the the fourth string, second fret. Let's take a close look. All right, so my first finger is going to go on the fourth string, second fret. Play that note. And I'm going to play the fifth string open underneath it. So, playing them together. It's essentially an open power chord. Looks like this. Really short strumming. I'm going to play it twice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my third finger and I'm going to play it on the fourth string, fourth fret. Alright, again, same strumming. So, I'm playing this twice. I'm playing this twice. Alright, second fret, fourth fret. Now, the rhythm is going to come into play here. It's different than straight. You're not going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that sounds very robotic. It's okay to get started that way, but it would sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I almost can't play it that way. I'm always pushing it. But it's got a shuffle to it, right? So you've got a bump, 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 and dun, 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 bump, bump. That's the rhythm you want to have. 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4, 4. All right, I could do that all day. But I won't, don't worry. All right, so that's the open A shuffle pattern, okay, if you will. Now, if you wanted to play an A blues, there's two other chords that you need to know. There's D and E, right? The 4 chord is D. So what you're going to do is really simple. Let's take a close look. So you're going to go from here. You're going to jump over one string. So your first finger is going to go on the third string, second fret, and you're playing the fourth string open. Fourth string happens to be what? A D, right? So that's the D shuffle. Same pattern here with your first and third finger on the second and fourth fret. Alright, so that's the D shuffle. Now what I'm doing here on my right hand is I'm slightly palm muting the notes every now and then. You don't have to do that, but if you want to add a little bit more style, a little pizzazz, make it a little more authentic, you can go ahead and palm mute it a little bit. You don't want to sit right on top of it. When you're palm muting, you're basically right on top of the bridge, barely touching the strings, and that kind of sound. So we've got the same rhythm for the A and the D, right? And you're going to go ahead and play. Now, the last one, we don't even have to take a close look because it's the exact same thing to play the E. You're going to put your first finger on the fifth string, second fret, okay? Then you're going to put your third finger, same pattern, fourth fret, and you're playing the sixth string open because the sixth string happens to be an E. So that's your E shuffle. So in order to play an A blues shuffle, you just plug it into which bar belongs to which. So if you'd already know the A blues, it'll look something like this. All right, 4 bars of A, 2 bars of D, 2 bars of A, bar of E, D, A, E. And then you might want to end it on the A. All right, that's the basic blues. It'll look and sound like this. So instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for 1 bar, you're gonna play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's 1 bar of music. All right, let's play it together. Bar 2, bar 3, bar 4. Now to the D. Second bar of D, and back to And second bar of A. Now E. D. A. E. That's the end, but I would strum that first chord one time. It gives it some closure, all right? So that's how I would practice the basic blues shuffle. You can learn them, now that's an open shuffle because we're using open strings, right? You can learn them as a closed shuffle as well, and this is how you do that. So rather than playing, we'll keep it in the same key. You can change the key any way you want when it's closed. When it's open, you're kind of relying on the open strings, right? But here I can play it in C sharp if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it in A just for simplicity's sake. I'm going to put my first finger here on the 6th string, 5th fret, and I'm going to put my third finger here on the 5th string, 7th fret. And I'm playing a power chord, essentially. It's the same thing that I'm doing down here. It sounds the same too. It's as if this nut was fret 0, if you will, and my first finger was playing behind the nut of the 5th string, and my third finger was here. So I'm playing over 1 string over, 2 frets up. That's a power chord. Same thing here. So first finger, 6th string, 5th fret. I'm moving over 1 string with my third finger and 2 frets up. All right, playing those notes. Now, instead of this, fingering wise, I gotta play that note that's 2 frets up on the same string to play that shuffle pattern on here. How do I do that? Well, I typically you can use your first and third finger here to play it as a power chord and then stretch with your pinky. It might be challenging at first. It is for me. So I tend to use my first and second finger on these 2 notes and use my pinky, and that helps. My pinky is playing that 9th fret. So I'm playing first finger on the 5th string, first finger on the 6th string, 5th fret, second finger on the 5th string, 7th fret, and my 4th finger is playing on the 5th string, 9th fret. I hope you can hear how similar that sounds to same thing. So now that we understand power chords, and if you don't know power chords, check out this video right here. It's a very useful thing to know and to have under your fingers, okay? But if you do know it, this is basically what we're talking about. We're playing power chords with that shuffle pattern on top of it. So after A is what? It's D, right? So there's a D on the 5th string. Same thing. 5th string, 5th fret. My second finger is going to play the 4th string, 7th fret, and my 4th finger is going to play the 4th string, 9th fret. So up, down, up, and then A. Now the E is just 2 frets up. I can put my first finger on the 7th fret of the 5th string, second finger's on the 9th fret of the 4th string, and my 4th finger here is going to be on the 11th fret of the 4th string. I'm going up and down as I need it. So up and down. Right? So if I was to play that shuffle pattern along the blues that we have, let's make it so that we've got a short or a quick change, it's called. So we're going to play a bar of A, a bar of D, 2 bars of A, 2 bars of D, 2 bars of A, a bar of E, D, A, E, and then end on the A. All right? You'll see the diagram on the screen. So let's play that. Now D, back to the A, D. And it's okay if your hands feel kind of cramped. It's new. E, D, A, E, and or play that A once to ground it out. So that's basically it. Again, as I was saying, it's okay if your hands feel like they're getting cramped and it's a hell of a stretch. It'll take a little while to get used to it. That's all right, no big deal. But that's the basics of an open and closed blues shuffle, a very basic shuffle. Now you can fancy it up. You know, you can do all those sorts of things, but get the basics down first. That's it for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Again, my name is Lauren. This is 101 Guitar Lessons. Please like, share, and subscribe. Pressing that subscribe button really helps us out, and it helps us grow the channel and expose it to a lot more people so that they can get the enjoyment of playing the guitar, basically. So thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.